Yeah, you know, Sundar Pichai, he's on the stage behind me in the amphitheater, and this keynote kicked off with a video-to-text demo, as they usually do, but really showing off Gemini's recent wins in AI video generation. Then, as you said, Kelly, Sundar Pichai, he took the stage. Gemini, one of the first words out of his mouth, Gemini, of course, is Google's AI chatbot, which it is integrating across the business. Pichai said that they're shipping faster than ever, key because Google has really been vulnerable in the age of AI, and now the window to define the future of consumer AI might be closing. Remember those comments from Apple's Eddie Q? He said that chatbots like ChatGPT, they're already viable alternatives to search. Now, so far, Pichai has been highlighting the idea that Google owns the whole AI stack, from chips to infrastructure to applications. He noted that Gemini is the fastest growing model on Cursor. That is a very popular AI or vibe coding app, really gaining traction in Silicon Valley. And that means that Gemini is gaining real traction, real momentum among the developer crowd. Now, we're only about 15 minutes in, but he's moving very quickly. We're on the lookout for ways that Google can drive adoption among consumers. So not just developers or enterprises, but really catch up with competitors like ChatGPT. We did get some interesting numbers. He said that Gemini has 400 million plus monthly active users. That is up from the last estimate we heard of 350 million. He says that for those using 2.5 Pro in the Gemini app, usage has gone up 45%. And I mentioned earlier today a Morgan Stanley note that also showed that Gemini has really been catching up with some of the other chatbots. And a lot of that is thanks to its latest models that have been leading on the benchmarks, which is important to developers. But now Pichai saying that they're starting to gain traction with consumers. And that is really the key point here, Kelly, because we know that Google has to embrace this sort of AI world, chatbots, which consumers are flocking towards, without disrupting, you know, its cash cow that is advertisement and search.
400 million monthly active users. Incredible. I mean, as you've mentioned, they've even in some ways made it hard to find and use, but you know that's at least for the app. So they just, we'll talk more about this. But have they hinted anything on their advertising plans down the road?
Not yet, but we will be talking to the head of Google Search shortly, later today. So we will certainly be asking Liz Reed about that, and that's where sort of a lot of the biggest investor questions are. Right? Does it monetize the same way? And that's why Google's been sort of, we'll say, straddling sort of search and AI. It's not going bold into a full AI chatbot for all of its search users because monetization may still be unclear. But we're expecting today for them to roll out AI overviews to an even bigger audience and hopefully get some comments about how that's working on the commercial side, how it can monetize those users as it takes away those 10 blue links that has been so successful. So that is a key question here as they roll out more projects too. He's talking about Project Astra, which is their really cool sort of forward-looking AI assistant that you can talk to that sees what you see. We're expecting to hear something on glasses. Yes, the Google glasses are being brought back in an AI world. So there's still lots to come. And again, we're only 20 minutes into the keynote, but we expect it to move along pretty quickly.
All right, Deirdre, we'll check back in. Thank you, Deirdre Bosa.